Greetings, everybody. So this is exactly what happened. All right, this is an actual home invasion, homicides, bank robbery, hate crimes, anti-Semitic against the actual church. This is against the actual tabernacle, the tabernacle of God, the seven churches of Asia, and heaven. And so this is exactly what happened. The home invaders came into the house located at 205 Sparrow Drive, Hercules, California, back in 1993. They came in through the garage, they came in through the bedroom window, they came in through the TV room, they came in through the kitchen. They actually entered into the house. They were wearing gloves. Now, they were wearing ski masks to cover up their face. They were wearing gloves to cover up their prints. They were wearing boots, and then they were wearing dark clothing. All right, now they immediately tied up everybody in the house. I watched them tie up everybody in the house. They tied me up with rope. They put blindfolds over everybody in the house. I watched them put a blindfold over me until it was difficult for me to see what else they was doing in the house. They put duct tape on over my mouth after they took the blindfold off so that I couldn't say nothing. All right, so that's what happened. Then they also came with torture utensils, and they laid out the torture utensils: scalpel mirror, the scalpel knife, staple gun, needle and thread for stitches to do it again, a steak knife, heroin, gas, muscle memory failure, chemical needle injections, 5-point restraints, like, you know what I'm saying, real torture utensils. And this is what they did with the torture utensils. They tortured me, and then they told me that with speaking through the ski mask, told me that I had to write an 1,100 pages of what they wanted me to write. And then they told me while they were torturing me, that they wanted me to give them the combination to my bank, and that they wanted me to give them my church, the tabernacle of God, seven churches of Asia, and heaven. Now, on these four properties. Now, inside of these four properties is the only way on earth, no matter where you go. It's the only way above the earth, no matter where you go, that leads to heaven. It's the only way to heaven. It's the only way in heaven. When you get there, it's completely different from getting in. This is the only way you can get into heaven. And then treasures in heaven, this is all of the treasures in heaven that you can get. So that's what this church is all about. And so it's a Jew Christian church. I'm actually High Priest Aaron, baptized and born again. I'm Zion. I'm Zion Baptist Church, and I'm Zion Hill Baptist Church. I'm the real Zion. I'm the real High Priest Aaron that you see in the Torah and the Holy Bible. All right, so I'm from the tribe of Joseph. I'm from the tribe of Levi. I'm from the Garden of Eden. I'm from the Tower of Babel. I'm from an Ark at Gopherwood, with Noah's wife, Noah's 3 sons, and Noah's 3 sons' wife, and Shem, Ham, and Japheth. I'm from Canaan. That's where I'm from. And so I'm from Goshen, Egypt, by way of Canaan. And so I'm baptized and born again through Zion, our church out here in the United States of America. And my mom and dad had me an African American paraplegic man. And we have right to do business with the United States of America, and they did business with the United States of America for me to be born and raised in the Alta Base Hospital in Berkeley, California. And so we're allowed to have our papers, causes, and effects. My papers, I got Social Security card, a birth certificate. I got Social Security Administration benefits and bank cards, driver's license, and a United States of America passport. And I'm entitled to these papers. My causes, I'm here to get people to heaven and heaven with treasures. I'm the owner of the actual tabernacle that God gave me. I'm the owner of the actual tabernacle of God that God gave me after I suffered to die once. But I'm baptized and born again now, so I'm here all the way into the judgment with God, and the tabernacle of God is here all the way into the judgment with God. And then I also inherit the 7 churches of Asia. I'm the real tribe of Levi. I'm the owner of the church, and I'm the owner of all of the 7 churches in Asia. And so I'm the owner of heaven too. I know the entire way to get to heaven and heaven with treasures in real life. And so that's my church inheritance. So that's my cross. And my effects is I have eye cameras, I have voice recorder on my mobility device. So I'm an African American paraplegic. That means I got blood and prosthetics. And I have a mobility device that operates my brain to my body and stuff, but it also has a voice recorder on it. So those are my papers, causes, and effects. I can get a service provider just like the president. He an Anglo-Saxon paraplegic, an African-American paraplegic. They're paraplegics, man and woman with mobility devices, and they have service providers. In fact, me and the president has the same service, but mine is restricted to only hearing what the president has to say instead of seeing what the president has to say like everybody else on the metropolis that lives with them. I witnessed him doing a murder on this metropolis with Tiffany Trump and Ivanka Trump and Joe Biden and Barack Obama and Microsoft. So that gives me the qualifications to say that he is also with a mobility device. All right, so I live on the dry land created by God still. If you're on the dry land created by God, you're living in all of the countries at once. There is no such thing as you not being on the dry land. If you're on the dry land, then you're inside of every country that's on that dry land at the same time. You know what I'm saying? And so you have a right to live on the dry land. And I have a right to go into the United States of America and do business. You can't tell me, you can't come into the United States of America and do business with us. You can't. You better believe I can. I can go into the United States of America and do business. And when you go into America and do business, you have a Social Security card or a tax identification number. And one of the things that I'm allowed to do is to get papers, causes, and effects. And that's what my family did. They got papers, causes, and effects for me. And so what these home invaders tried to do was they tried to take my papers, causes, and effects so they could take my church inheritance. But not only do I have a church inheritance, I have a pretty lucrative type of family inheritance. So I inherit motorhome. I inherit maybe, I want to say 20 vehicles, maybe 20 to 50 actual vehicles. I inherit like an house list of maybe 4 to 6 houses and 3 to 4 different apartments, and all of those places are completely furnished. So owning 20 to 50 different automobiles, an RV, owning American paraplegics, owning 6 different houses and 3 or 4 different apartments is a pretty good family inheritance. And then I also get benefits from my dad being in the United States of America military, and then so and I'm entitled to get benefits from Social Security Administration from that, and so so I get paid for the rest of my life just because of my dad. And then so that's my family inheritance. And then my mom will have to leave me all of that stuff, and that will be all mine. And then I'm here all the way into the judgment with God if I get a good health care plan to just change my blood and my prosthetics and to continue living, because I already died once coming out of Goshen, Egypt, and going through the wilderness on my way to the promised land that God promised me, which is in today, modern day Jerusalem, Israel. And so now I can get my passport, my United States of America passport, and I can fly to Jerusalem, Israel, to the promised land. And I've already died once, so that means I'm gonna be at my house, which is God's house on earth, working on the way to heaven and heaven with treasures, all the way into the judgment with God. And so I'm gonna be here until God says, "Well done, faithful servant." It's gonna be me in the tabernacle of God, or it's gonna be the Antichrist, and we're both gonna be here. But the thing is, I'm gonna see the Antichrist be defeated by God, and I'm gonna see Satan thrown in the bottomless pit, and I'm gonna see everybody who goes to heaven get in, and everybody who goes to the straight is the gate that is not getting in, going to the lake of fire. I'm gonna be here all the way until then. So these people are coming into the house for that. That's what they're doing the home invasion for. Alright, so they're coming for that. They're coming for 50 cars. They're coming for an RV. They're coming for 6 houses bought and paid for. You don't ever have to pay nothing on them. They're coming for like, 6, 7 different houses. They're coming for like 3 or 4 different apartments, and they coming for American paraplegics, and then they coming for the church inheritance and money for life for serving the United States. That's what they're coming for. Alright, so they come into the house through the garage. They come into the house through the living room, the TV room, the windows in the bedrooms. They come in through the house like that. I'm tied up. They want me to say they're torturing me for me to give them my bank. I own a bank in the modern day 21st century bank. I own power lines in modern day 21st century power lines. I own power. I own, a lot of different things like that, antiquities and artifacts and stuff like that. And so they come into the house. They want me to give them the combination to the bank so they can rob their bank. And then they want me to give them write 1,100 pages of what they want me to say. They want me to say that my mom, Helen Grace Strickland McLeod Smith, killed my dad, Lawrence Strickland, but my mom did not kill my dad, Lawrence Strickland. So they can kill my mom and force the house into their names. So I pulled their ski mask off. I got it right when they cleared out the bank. Was right when they took all of the art out of the house. Robert Hunter Biden selling the art right now, so you should bust him, and I mean real big, because he did 2 accounts of slavery to get it. Malia Obama raped me, Aaron Strickland. Sasha Obama raped Darren Strickland. Michelle Obama and Barack Obama, Sasha and Malia tried to give me HIV blood, hepatitis blood, mercury blood in the Jackson Memorial Hospital near Obamacare, and then they tried to use that to kill Darren Strickland. Sasha Obama used to date Darren Strickland, and then she killed him by saying that Darren Strickland gave her AIDS so that she could force the house into her name with Al Smith in Las Vegas at 9510 Arrowhead Falls, Las Vegas, Nevada 89148. And then and Donald Trump sent Ivanka Trump, Ivanka Marie Trump, and gave Darren some Latin lady by the name of Maria, so that Ivanka Trump can force the house in her name. And Barron took on my name, Aaron, in the name Barron, and my name is Aaron William Strickland. He took on Barron William Trump so he can force the house in his name. So that and Al Smith made it appear as though over a 30-year period that he was paying on the house, and that's where we at right now in the home invasion.